what are we making?
A building with 5 blocks. So I'm going to take like this. A red.
Kate planted 4 carrot seeds. The next day she planted 2 more. How many carrot seeds are there?
Okay, how many?
She planted 4 and the next day she planted 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. So let me find the 1 and the 2.
Okay, now write the equation. And then the next day she planted 2 more.
That means 6.
Is equal to?
That's what I told you.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel Brings Joy Homeschool. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the good and the beautiful's kindergarten math curriculum that we've been using for our 5-year-old. We absolutely love it, and I thought of sharing what it looks like inside, what are the manipulatives. So let's get started. So that is the math box that we got with all the manipulatives inside, and we got 2 books. This is part 1 and this is part 2, and I will show each one of them to you individually. So let's first look at the manipulative box. So this kit is designed for both course book 1 and part 2. So this comes with a lot of games. We love that this is so hands-on. My daughter is very kinesthetic and she needs to do activities and play games to understand math concepts. So this really helped her. She looks forward to her math classes thanks to the good and the beautiful. So these are a few blocks that they have provided. They come in nice Ziplocs. And we absolutely love the quality. This is all they'll be used in the different activities that are listed in the books. That's a box with pattern blocks that they use for the activities. These are garden plant manipulatives, and these are all given, and then you punch it out and put it in the Ziploc bags that are provided. It's very neat, very good quality, and it's very useful for all the activities. Here are some bee manipulatives. It comes with a Rec and Rec. My daughter, she made one, a Rec and Rec too. But this came with the box, which we love, and was used for understanding her addition and subtraction. There's another set of manipulatives. It's called the inchworm manipulatives. It comes with a few toothpicks. This is also for special recognition, and there are patterns that they have to make using toothpicks. So each activity begins by marking your calendar. So there's a place, we're in April right now, there's a place where you could draw what April looks like to you. And my daughter loves to draw this part. And then there's a little poem. April is a rainbow month of sudden springtime showers, bright with golden daffodils and lots of pretty flowers. And there's a little small poem for each month. And then she fills it, she draws, she marks her date, she'll mark the current date every day before starting the activity, and then she will write her date somewhere here. So she draws it every month, and then we read this poem almost every day, and then we mark the dates. So that's really neat. Very comes in nice spirally bound booklet. The other thing that we do every day is mark our place values. So it's a great way. It comes with nice pockets. And we're on chapter 105 right now. We're almost done with the curriculum. And you get these little place value cutouts too, where you mark. Since it is chapter 105, she's colored 5 blocks here in this 10 frame. And then there are no 10s placed, so 0, there's nothing in this pocket. And there are 10 columns here, and then it's 1, and that's 105. So it's a great way to learn hands-on place values. So based on the chapter, every day she would erase this. We have a marker here. We also have some paper towel to erase it and then change the numbers. So today we plan to do 106. So she'll mark another block and then she'll erase this and put 106 and then ask her how many hundred space, how many tens and how many ones. That's my place value chart. Also comes with a lot of numbers flashcard 1 to 20. So I've just put a rubber band to keep it together. It also comes with a number of shapes, both 3D and 2D shapes for shape recognition, so flashcards for that. And then it comes with these flashcards too, which helps her visually see, which is tens, which is 20. So it's from 1 to 20 flashcards. You get this small chalkboard, and it's great for her to write her numbers and sometimes her dates. So I keep this here, and then I keep some chalk pieces too. I keep a pencil. This is something we use initially where she would trace with fingers, and it's called the handwriting card, and she would learn her numbers, and then she'd also learn her phone, her parents' phone numbers, which she knows by now. So that's something she would practice every day initially. Now she knows it. We are looking at this 100 chart. This is pulled out from the course book, and we use this every day now, so hence it's just kept in the folder. And they provide a dice, a regular dice, and then a 10-sided dice. These are all for the games. That's another chalk piece. That is the number 10 frame where we put the manipulatives and then we're counting. Say, for example, I'm using my B manipulative in one of these activities, and I place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I ask her, and if the activity says that one bee flies away, for example, how many bees are left, and she would see, and she'd see that the 5 column is filled up, and she'd visually understand that there are 5 bees. She'd count. So that was just an example how we use this 10 frame chalkboard paper. Another thing is we also use this part whole mat, and there are great activities where we use this for understanding. If there are 5 family members, it's called a fact family. You'll come across in the course book. And if there are 3 girls and 2 boys, 3 plus 2 makes 5. So again, great visual way to teach your kids about part and whole numbers. Then there are some more extra 10 frame chalk, these cards. And then they emphasize a lot on special skills. So you have these little pattern blocks that we use. You would see in this. So initially the patterns are simpler, and then they get difficult by every chapter. So that she would remove the pattern blocks from here, and then she would make her match the pattern blocks to the home shapes. So she would make it alongside. Then it gets difficult, and then she tries to look at this and then does it by herself. Some more butterfly, and they're just so colorful, and the quality is so very good. They really enjoy it. Fish, pentagon. We're still to do these, so hence they're intact. So yes, that's about what comes inside the box. Now let me show you the different chapters and how we have worked in those chapters. Course book 1, and it's a great guide. What we absolutely love is you do not have to do anything as a parent. Everything's laid down for you. There are beautiful stories, nice poetry, and there's a daily dose chart. So everything's laid out for you, what you have to do daily. You do the calendar check of date, you do the months of the year song initially, then you learn how to use the place value chart, and then we did shape shuffle, and we do a graph, which is, they have a nice appendix behind with all some more activities and worksheets. So that's the shape shuffle graph that she did. So every time she picked up a circle, she would fill this, and that really helped her understand how graphs work in the most simplest way. She learned her shapes, and she learned how to fill up a graph and how to read a graph. So when this graph is over, I would ask her, how many rectangles did we find? And she would count the blocks, and she'd say 7. How many pentagons? 4, right? And then you have the lessons. It tells you what you use. Take 5, be manipulative. So it's very, very straightforward, very easy, and you just have to follow what's written. Yes, a parent is needed to do these activities. I do these activities, and then later on she started doing her so I do these activities, and then there's another part that's called the student worksheet and a bonus activity where they would ask you to remove a pattern block, and then remove your cards, and then draw and put the respective shapes on this elephant. So great that parents need to be sit here. It's nice story format, and you use the manipulatives to do these activities. And then student worksheet is something that they do by themselves, and they do the bonus activity. I usually give her some time to do it, and then I just put some tick marks and let her know how well she did. These activities take me around 30 to 45 minutes max to finish it. Depends. Some activities go faster, some go slower, and that's the best part about homeschooling, right? You can pace yourself. So that's some more, and that we'd cut these little ice cream scoops here, and we'd stuck it based on the numbers. So like very hands-on. So these are the different chapters. Lesson 4, and it goes on, and then sometimes you have to use some of the activities, like we did Venn diagrams here, curved lines, straight lines. So all the numbers that have curved lines came here. Everything that has curved and a straight line would, so we'd pick up a flashcard, and based on what we see, we would put it in the respective place. So they learn so many concepts and number lines that they're learning. So yes, there were around half of the chapters were in this. There were still lesson 50, 60. And then we went to the next book. That was course book 2. We're currently on, again, same thing, daily dose, calendar check off. You do your place value, you count, you have your flashcard review. So you do that first, and then, so it becomes very quick by every chapter, and they quickly finish it in like 5 minutes, and then we proceed to the different activities. Everything's very well placed out. It's nicely in the story format, which we like, and they really enjoy it. So it's great for a 5-year-old. It's something I would say is hands-on. It gets them very interested in all the concepts. It puts all the concepts together well. You do these target charts. How is 6 formed? You could write 0 plus 6 is 6, and then that's addition, and then the subtraction, where you do 6, take away 6 is 0. So they're learning addition and subtraction through targets. Again, then there's some handwriting practice happening there. Again, addition, like I always grade her on some days, and I tell her how she's doing. This is an assessment. So the regular assessments too, where the kid does it by themselves, and then the parent grades them. And then there's a great way of teaching rec and rec using these beads. So Mika is this girl, and she's always counting beads, and we use our rec and rec to count our beads and count with Mika. And we color our rec and rec. We learn a lot about history too. So it's a lot of good literature here. There's a lot of cutting. There's a lot of pasting that's happening here. Sorting shapes, 3D, sorry about that. 3D, 2D shapes. And then again, counting beads, making beads. This is the toothpick activity. Like I said, you look at the pattern, and you place your toothpicks accordingly on a flat surface. So some more activities. One more thing that I love is they're also optional nature activities. So you don't want to do this. You want to go out. We go out a lot in the nature. So you could do an optional nature activity there. And again, shapes, and then look around your house for a particular shape. And there are these addition problems through games. There's tally marks. We do a lot of tally marks. They learn a lot about tally marks, how to write numbers using tally marks, which is great too. Then now we've started doing time. We've introduced time, money, how we count. They'll tell me there's a great story about Abraham Lincoln. So they're learning about a president. They're learning math. They're learning so much together. So that makes it very fun for the parent and for the student. We're now going to be doing, we are on chapter 105 and we're going to do 106 today. And then there's an assessment again. And then there are some more activities. There's more time. And then we use the inchworm manipulatives to learn some more math. And then what is half, 1/2. And then some more section review. And then another assessment. So on and whole, we absolutely loved, we enjoyed the Good and the Beautiful curriculum. For my 5-year-old, very hands-on. Everything's laid out very well for the parents. So you just have to get the manipulatives, get the box, and get started. I hope you found this video meaningful. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. If these videos help you in your homeschooling journey, then please think about subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.